Verse 8.
Idayamam guhayinapan ekamam brahma matram adu ahamagamayi nere avirndidum anmavaga idayame sarvai tannai எண்ணியாய் அல்லது வாயு அதனுடனாய் மனத்தால் ஆன்மாவில் நிஷ்டனாவாய்.
In the interior of the heart cave, the one Brahman shines alone as I, as the self, or Atman. Resort to the heart by diving deep within, through self-inquiry, or by subduing the mind along with the breath. You will thus become established in the heart. In the interior of the heart cave, what is most interior? Whatever is most interior can never be objective to you. All know to dive within. What is the meaning of within? Can it be your sensations? Or isn't there one who knows that? Who is more interior to that? Can it be your mind, inclusive of your intellect, your memory, and so forth and so on? Or isn't there one more interior to that, who knows that? What is the most interior? That which is non-objective, which is considered to be most interior, should alone be considered as I. Everything else and the qualities thereof would just be a superimposition and not real. The Maharshi says, in the interior of the heart cave, that is, in the very quintessence of your being, the one Brahman shines alone. That vast absolute, which alone exists, that shines as I, as the continuous, non-ego self. So if you dive within, that is, if you inquire, who am I? What you find is not an individualized being or ego. Already what is existing as the very interior of your being is that Brahman, the Absolute. So then, who is in search of it? If that which is to be realized is the absolute Brahman, and that which is the very essence of your being is that Brahman, shining as consciousness, as continuous existence, then is there someone else? Or is there a distance to traverse? If this be the case, can we speak of gaining or losing the self? He says, resort to the heart, that is your quintessential being, by diving deep within through self-inquiry. To realize the self or abide as you really are, there must be self-knowledge. And how are you going to know yourself unless you continuously and deeply inquire as to who am I? Such inquiry is continuous because it is not mental in character. It is rather of the nature of knowledge. Because such inquiry is of the nature of knowledge, the means and the end are of the same nature. That is, are in accord with non-duality. The end itself manifests as the means. The knowledge itself manifests as the inquiry. Who is it that knows? Brahman alone knows Brahman. The quintessence of being alone knows itself. If you have a doubt otherwise, but I don't see it, I don't know it, I don't realize it, inquire into who this I is. Get to the interior of that very one. Then see if there is one to be ignorant or to be bound. He says, diving deep within through inquiry, or by subduing the mind along with the breath. By breath is to be understood prana, that which animates the life and the senses and the limbs and what have you. One who misidentifies with thinking, which constitutes the mind, and with the prana that animates the body, one who misidentifies with them is mastered by them. One who disidentifies from them is master of them. Moreover, or in addition, direct your mind, direct your life activities, direct your senses in a way that is wise. Do not direct them in the forms of old attachments and misidentification. Misidentification is confusion regarding the nature of your being or the nature of your consciousness, while attachment constitutes delusion regarding your nature of bliss. He says, you will thus become established in the heart, knowing the source of happiness, discerning who you are, and thereby reality comprehending itself. You become established in the heart. That is, your very sense of identity remains steadily as the self, and not as the illusory, bound individual.